So you want to know if DM groups actually work in 2018. And let me tell you that they do, but they don't. Let's find out why. So my name is Alberto and I am the owner of a couple of Instagram pages that add up to over 100,000 followers. I'm planning to grow that to 1 million, so hopefully we could talk about that one day. So we want to know if DM groups work, and first, to know if they actually do work, let's set some rules that you should follow in order to form a very effective DM group. So rule number one should be join many DM groups. At least 10 DM groups should be your minimum of DM groups that you should have. You should engage in all of them to let people know that you are actually active, and you should let people know that you are being a part of it, like actually DMing them, asking them for advice or giving them some tips to grow even faster. That is one of the rules. Number two, you want to engage on the post the first hour after it's posted. It is very important to have very fresh engagement as soon as you post. It is way better if you start receiving that engagement in the first 5 to 10 minutes. That should be the best time where you should be actually pouring in more and more engagement, as it will more likely go viral. Rule number three should be never stop recruiting people. Many will actually leave their pages inactive or not actually be part of the group, which is something that we will talk about later in this video. But you should keep recruiting more and more people that you are actually recruiting, the better. The bigger the following, the network, and as you grow, they will also grow. And rule number four, look for bigger groups, with bigger pages. So you want to actually have be part of the groups that have the biggest pages. So for example, a group that has 10 pages with 10k followers is way stronger than a group that has 30 pages with only 1k followers. So it all depends on the amount of followers that each account has for each engagement group. And that brings me to three main problems that DM groups have in 2018, especially because they're so popular that so many people are actually joining them. And the problem number one is that people slack off. I have been part of so many DM groups where people don't actually like and comment. It's like, so yesterday I was actually going through all the DM groups. I was part of about 20 DM groups on an account, and I actually was the very first post that actually showed up after 24 hours. So it's like, why would I like to be part of a group where only one people is commenting? For that I do one-on-one. Also, you want to do one-on-one for that types of occasions. But if you have 30 people in a group and you are the only one commenting, liking and commenting, it makes no sense to be part of that group. So you actually just leave. You leave that conversation, you leave them alone, and you actually keep yourself working towards having more active people. So you want to filter out all those people that are just in DM groups posting, saying that they posted but not actually engaging back, which is the number one. I think that it is the number one problem. Another thing is that you usually go for people with a very low following. It's not a bad thing. The majority of the people that will like to join engagement groups have a low following. Many 2 million pages or 100k plus pages won't actually join your DM group, especially if you have a very low following. But it is still a problem to have people with a low following, because you're actually not reaching as many people as you would like to. So for example, like the example that I mentioned before with the four rules, if a DM group that has 10 pages with over 10k followers is more powerful than a DM group with 30 pages that only have 1k followers. So you actually want to make your groups, you're usually going to have more engagement if you actually work with bigger accounts. But you could still work with 1k accounts, just that you would have to have a whole lot of new accounts to that, which I've seen a lot of people actually talking about it. Joining more DM groups with people with low following in order to have that like 50 comments, for example, because there are so many pages that have 1k followers, and in every niche you could find them. But yeah, there is that problem that you should actually be looking for pages. I would say that 10k plus is the best way to start a DM group. You should start talking to 10k plus pages, because those are usually the ones that are the most active. They actually grown to 10k using DM groups, so it's a very good way to start. Now, number three, the problem number three that I see most people doing is that they are not in enough DM groups. I mentioned before that you should join as many DM groups as you can. And I say that 10 is the minimum, because you usually end up not liking and commenting on a lot of other pages if you're in 20, 50, 100 DM groups, which is, you know, you become part of that, the people that slack off. So you don't want to be part of that group. You actually want to form a strong connection, a strong network with other accounts, so that you could actually grow together. So, and as you grow together, you will actually share the experiences that you've had, which is very, very powerful too. So how you can fix this is filtering out people. All of these problems are usually things that people do. So what you could actually do is filter out the people. So what I like to do is every time I post, I look at the people that commented about 1 or 2 or 3 hours after I post it, and then I see how the DM groups are, like who is in my DM group, who is in which DM group, and then I try and filter out those people into a different DM group, and I ask them like, hey, would you like to join a different DM group with people that are more active, or with the active people that I already have? Because it is simple. You want to filter out those that are actually giving back. That is also the best way to start DM groups. You should go to other pages and check on their latest post and see who is commenting on that first hour, and actually ask them if they would like to join your DM group. It is very powerful too. So probably filtering out is my number one way to have very effective DM groups, and I think that you should definitely give it a try. So do DM groups work? Yes, they do, but it is a constant game. DM groups are something that you should be evolving every single day, trying to make them better, trying to make them bigger, and trying to filter out the people that are not actually engaging back. So that are my recommendations. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what else you would like to see. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you want to learn more about Instagram and my experiences as an Instagram marketer, you should definitely subscribe. I will be posting more and more videos about it. So that has been enough. There is also a free ebook in the description if you want to check that out. It will show you something about DM groups, how to set up your account properly, and it is all for free. So you should definitely check that out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.